Lou, the upside to the housing bust is that there are plenty of great opportunities out there, especially for first-time home buyers who don't have to worry about selling their own home. But there are pitfalls that they need to look out for, and here to help us with those is Jack Court, and he is a realtor here in Germantown, Maryland with Weichert Realtors. And Jack, what are some of the first things that you tell a first-time home buyer when they come to you telling you they want to buy a home?
Well, first of all, we got to get rid of that word bust. I like to say this is a market of opportunity.
It was our dream place. We loved the location, so we just went for it, and luckily it worked out nicely for us.
Chris Thomas and Ann Rohn bought their first home in Germantown, Maryland last summer before the worst of the crash. They went from just looking to escrow in a little over a week.
It was a whirlwind. It was certainly just, all of a sudden we're talking to a real estate agent, we're making an offer on a house, all these things are coming together that I've never dealt with before. So it was certainly frightening, but it was a big learning experience.
For mortgages, there used to be a lot of options out there.
Right.
Things are drying up a little bit now, but it's still pretty good for first-time home buyers, lots of options.
There's plenty of options. They literally can walk in still with no money, and they can get the seller to pay all their closing costs, and they still get below market financing.
During the housing boom, credit was easy, and homeowners borrowed more than they could afford, leading to today's mortgage crisis. So first-time home buyers have to be careful to avoid getting in over their heads. Chris works for a small mobile communications company, and Ann is a legal assistant. The couple had no problem qualifying for a 100% loan for more than they expected.
So we worked out the numbers of the budget of what we wanted to spend on other things per month. So if we had wanted to spend, the $400 or $450 on a house, we would have had to cut back so much in other areas, which we didn't want to do. We wanted to have a good quality of life while we enjoy our home.
Now, what about choosing an agent? I mean, that's also a big part of this process. As you said, the more experienced agent is somebody who can really make a difference.
It really can, and most folks, when they're looking for a realtor, probably first thing to do is talk to people that have bought and have good recommendations and good things to say about the real estate agent that they're working with.
Just the feeling you have the first couple of minutes talking with them. I mean, first impressions just like everything else. If you feel comfortable, like, hey, this is what I can afford, this is what I can't, and they're not pressuring you and saying, no, I think you should do this, I think that's the main thing that you should look for right there.
And how important are inspections?
Terribly important, terribly important. Please don't ever buy a house without an inspection. When the market was in a frenzy, people were waiving home inspections and buying houses, and it only matters when it matters. Even new construction, new built homes, get a home inspection. They're not perfect because they're new.
For the most part, I wouldn't do anything different. The only thing, I guess, if I had to choose something, would be have a budget written down before, knowing exactly what I'm going to be spending. I mean, I kind of knew in my head, and it's worked out, but I think that's really important to have it written down so you could look at it and say, okay, yes, this is comfortable, or yes, this isn't comfortable.
Yeah.
If you're a renter on the fence, I've got a tip for you. Don't hesitate to get into the market. Real estate has always been a great investment, and there's plenty of inventory, so there's plenty of bargains to be had. Happy hunting.